Managing the curb is an important thing for cities to think about going forward, because one of the things we can see with the rise of ride services, with new ways of using the city, new types of transport services that are in the city, is that we will probably move from a parking city to a pickup and drop off city, where the value that people get from traveling won't be ending a trip and storing their vehicle, but ending the trip and getting out of a vehicle. And the same goes for goods. But all that takes place at the curb, and this is a space where we have traditionally stored vehicles. That space has to become more flexibly used, it has to be more dynamic, and those changes imply a new set of regulations and also a new set of ways of pricing that asset. It's a report about the future, but interestingly enough, it's already happening now. When we look at cities where there's a high rate of ride service use, so Ubers, Didi Xuxing, Ola, and taxis as well, including in addition to public transport, we see that the pressure is already quite high on the curb. A lot of those services at peak times and peak areas will release passengers in the first or second lane of traffic, not at the curb. And there's safety issues with that, and there's traffic congestion issues with that. Some cities are already recognizing that and are repurposing parking as pickup and drop-off zones for these services and integrating those pickup and drop-off zones with public transport stops as well. So it is a report for the future, but we can already see evidence right now that cities are having to grapple with this and are putting in place the type of policies that we set out in the report.